Lord, I often say, I trust, but deep down, I still harbor doubts. I still find myself trying to control the future, trying to anticipate answers, trying to understand what only time will reveal. Today, I ask you, teach me to truly trust. Teach me to surrender and not keep peeking to see if you are truly watching over me. Teach me to let go, to breathe deeply, and believe that the best is being prepared. May I remember that your will is always greater and better than my plans. When my heart wants to anticipate, calm my mind. When my fear wants to scream louder, strengthen my faith. When my doubts disturb me, remind me of the promises that never fail. Help me trust in the unseen, to accept that not everything will be clear now, but everything will be revealed in the right moment. May I understand that silence is also an answer, and that pauses are part of the process. May my trust be like a seed planted in solid ground, watered with prayer and hope. May I not tire of waiting, nor despair when it seems nothing changes. May I keep my heart steadfast, knowing that in you I am safe, even if the world changes. I surrender to you, Lord, not only my requests, but also my worries, my fears, and my anxieties. May I rest in the certainty that you are faithful in all things, and that trusting is not understanding. It is simply accepting to be guided with love. Lord, how many times have I said that I gave you something, but deep down, I continued to hold it in my hands. I know that trust is not just talking, but living every day as if victory were already in my hands. Even when I don't see anything yet, teach me to live with that calm faith, which does not need proof to believe, because it knows your essence and your goodness. When bad news comes, remind me that your word is stronger than any momentary fact. When my thoughts try to take me away from your peace, call me back to your lap. Lord, may I learn to rest halfway, to celebrate even without seeing the end, to be thankful even without having received everything I asked for. May my heart be stable, firm like an anchor that does not loosen, even when the waves of life hit hard. I no longer want to live with ups and downs, believing one day and doubting the next. I want to trust like someone who knows they are already safe because they are in your hands. May this certainty surround me today, Lord. May it be greater than the bad news, greater than the expectations, greater than my anxiety. I know that trusting is a daily choice, and I choose, once again, to believe in your care. Even if my eyes don't see, my faith sees. Even if my ears don't hear, my heart perceives your gentle voice, saying, I am taking care of everything. So, Lord, let me be silent before your presence, not in giving up, but in surrender. For I know the Lord is faithful. Lord, you know my concerns. You know every thought before it is even formed. And that is why I come to you, because I know I don't need to hide anything, not my fears, not my weaknesses, not my doubts. Today, I ask you to calm the storm within me. Often, it's not what's around me that troubles me, but what's inside. My racing thoughts, my unfair comparisons, my obsession with wanting to understand everything. All of this robs me of peace. But when I remember that you are my shepherd, that I shall not want, something in me is stilled. Lord, I want to live in this tranquility. No matter what I'm facing, I want to remember that I'm safe in your hands. May my trust be so deep that even if circumstances don't change immediately, my heart is already at peace. I know that you are not only the God of quick answers, but also the God of daily care, of details, of small miracles that I often don't even notice. Help me see these miracles, so that my faith is constantly nourished. And when I feel like I can't do it, may your strength sustain me. Dear Father, I recognize that often my greatest struggle is not against what is happening outside of me, but against my own anxiety. I try to foresee tomorrow, calculate all the possibilities, protect myself in every way, and I forget that the Lord is already in my tomorrow. Teach me, Lord, to live today to the fullest, without wearing myself out for a future that has not yet arrived. May I wake up each morning with gratitude, not worry. May my heart rejoice in small victories, and may I not belittle them in the hope of something greater. Help me realize that often the greatest miracle is simply keeping walking. When I feel my strength is running out, renew me. When the weight seems unbearable, remind me that every process has a time and that each phase of the journey has its purpose. Father, may I learn to trust as a child trusts a father without needing to understand everything, just knowing that I am safe. May my trust not depend on circumstances, but on the unshakable certainty that you are good and faithful. And while I wait, may I serve, love, and sow hope, knowing that the Lord always fulfills what He promises. Lord, you know me better than I know myself. You know the times I said I trust, but I still worried. You know when my prayers were more an outpouring of fear than a declaration of faith. And yet the Lord does not reject me. On the contrary, you welcome me and teach me patiently to rest in you. Today, I want to let go of the illusion of control. I want to acknowledge that I am not the master of my destiny, and that this is not a loss, it is a liberation. Because if everything were in my hands, I would get lost. But being in your hands, I know I'm on the right path. Lord, help me to realize that waiting time is not wasted time. It is the time when the Lord works in me, molds my character, and prepares my heart to receive what we ask for. May I know how to value this time, and not just try to get through it quickly. When I want to rush things, remind me of the stories in your word, where every promise had its perfect timing. May I learn to live in the now, knowing that the future is safe with you. My God, you are my anchor in the midst of storms. Even if the winds blow hard and the waves threaten to knock me over, I know that you sustain me, and that is why today I declare I will not let myself be carried away by panic. I will not live hostage to uncertainty, because I have a sure, faithful, and constant God. Help me to look less at problems and more at you. After all, whatever I feed grows, and I want to feed my faith, not my fear. When I start imagining all the worst-case scenarios, remind me that you have already prepared the best for me. May my trust be based on your character, not my circumstances. Teach me to recognize the signs of your daily care, so that I may not doubt your presence for even a moment. Lord, may I remember that even when it seems you are silent, you are still working, and that, while I wait, I may become more like you. Father, there are days when my soul feels weak, days when the wait seems too long and the promises seem distant. But even on those days, I choose to trust, not because it's easy, but because I know there's no other safe path than yours. Lord, when my faith wavers, sustain me with your hand. When my strength runs out, carry me in your arms. When I don't know what else to do, teach me to just be in your presence. I don't just want to ask, I want to learn to listen, listening to your gentle voice, which calms storms and brings peace to troubled hearts. May I not lose myself trying to guess the future, but may I learn to enjoy the present you gave me. May my trust be a daily decision, renewed every morning, even when circumstances tell me otherwise. Lord, remind me that whatever you have promised, you will fulfill in perfect time, in perfect way. God of love, How many times have I tried to go it alone, and realized that my strength was not enough? How many times have I insisted on my own ways, and ended up tired and frustrated? Today, I want to choose differently. I want to give everything to you. Not just the big things, but the little things too, because I know the Lord cares about every detail of my life. Help me to trust in simple things, too, to believe that the Lord takes care of even those things that no one else sees. Lord, when my mind wants to control, let my spirit surrender. When I feel afraid of losing, remind me that I never lose when I am in the center of your will. May I not live anxiously for what has not yet arrived, but grateful for what I already have. May I know that trusting does not mean doing nothing, but acting wisely, guided by you, and that at the end of each day, I can rest knowing that I did my part and left the rest in your hands. Lord, today, I want to say a prayer of surrender. I want to deliver my dreams, my plans, my expectations, everything, for I know that the Lord is able to do immeasurably more than all I can ask or imagine. I know that when your will prevails, I lack nothing. Teach me to live in the rhythm of your grace, without running ahead and without falling behind. May I learn to recognize your timing as perfect, even when I don't understand. When I feel impatient, remind me of the times the Lord has performed miracles in my life. When I doubt, show me the signs of your love that surround me every day. May my prayer always be, Thy will be done, and may I say it with sincerity and confidence.